Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy English Talks. Today's episode is a little different.
Hi, I'm Dana. I'm a software developer, and English isn't my first language either.
Exactly. So today, Dana and I are going to walk through a normal day at work. Meetings, code reviews, even a small production incident.
And every time I say something useful, Mike's going to stop me.
I am. We'll slow down, repeat the key phrase together, and then keep going. No boring lists, just a real conversation.
So relax, listen, and repeat when we ask you to. Let's start with my morning.
Okay, Dana, walk me through it. What time do you wake up?
Honestly, I wake up early, like 6:30.
6:30 is early. What's the first thing you do?
I check my phone. Just quickly. Messages, notifications, that kind of thing.
Do you check work messages right away?
No, not right away. I make coffee first. Then I open my laptop.
And you work remotely, right?
Most days, yes. I work remotely today, actually.
So, what's the first real task of the day?
The stand-up. I join the stand-up at 9:15.
What actually happens in a stand-up for people who don't know?
It's short. I share my update. What I did yesterday, what I'll do today, and if I have any blockers.
Do you always have a blocker?
Sometimes. Today I mentioned a blocker. I'm waiting for someone to review my code.
Okay, so stand-up's done. What's next?
I usually take a short break. Stand up, stretch, drink some water.
Then straight back to coding?
Pretty much. I open my code editor and I start working on my task.
Nice. So, by mid-morning, you're deep in code.
Deep in code? Yes. And usually one small error I need to fix.
Let's take that phrase. It's a good one. Repeat after Dana. I fix a small error. I fix a small error. Good pace so far. Let's jump ahead to lunch.
I eat lunch at 1, usually with a coworker.
Simple morning, but a lot of small routines.
That's the thing. Most of my day is small routines like this.
Let's talk about code review. What do you actually do?
I open a pull request and I review the code changes. If something's off, I leave a comment.
How do you give feedback without sounding harsh?
I try to say, I suggest a small change instead of, this is wrong.
That's the whole trick right there. I suggest sounds like you're helping, not judging. Let's lock it in. I suggest a small change. I suggest a small change. What if you completely disagree with someone's code?
I'd say, have you considered another way?
Good one. It turns criticism into a question, so it never feels like an attack. One more time with me. Have you considered another way? Have you considered another way? Your turn. Think of something at work you'd want to push back on politely. Try saying, have you considered? Out loud. Let's talk debugging. Tell me about last week's bug.
I found a bug in production. I checked the error logs and read the stack trace.
And once you understand the cause?
I write a quick fix, test it, and I deploy the fix.
Now, meetings. What do you say when you disagree with a plan?
I raise a concern. Something like, I don't think this timeline is realistic.
Raise a concern is the calm professional version of, I have a problem with this. No drama attached. Say it with me. I raise a concern. I raise a concern. And with your product manager specifically?
We usually agree on a realistic timeline after I explain the technical constraints.
Last one for this act, Slack messages.
If I'm stuck, I just send a message to my team and tag a teammate for input.
Good pace, Dana. Ready for the hard part?
Let's do it.
Let's start with a production incident. Set the scene for us.
Someone messages, we have a production incident. Your stomach drops.
That's a phrase you hope you never need. But if you do, you'll want it ready. Say it with me. We have a production incident. We have a production incident. What's the first thing you say to the team?
Let's identify the root cause quickly. Calm but urgent.
Let's is doing a lot of work there. It includes you in the action, so it sounds like teamwork, not an order. Try it. Let's identify the root cause quickly. Let's identify the root cause quickly. And if the recent deploy caused it?
Let's roll back immediately. No hesitation.
Here's a nice connection. You said, I start working on my task earlier. Turns out it fits perfectly once the incident is fixed.
Okay, I can go back to working on my task.
Same building block, new moment. That's how fluent speakers actually talk. Let's say it once more together. I can go back to working on my task. I can go back to working on my task. Let's shift to explaining tech to non-technical people. Hardest skill on this list, honestly.
I usually start with, let me explain this in simple terms.
That's a great signal phrase. It tells the listener, relax, no jargon coming. Worth keeping. Say it with me. Let me explain this in simple terms. Let me explain this in simple terms. Do you use comparisons?
All the time. Think of it like a filing cabinet for data storage that just clicks for people.
Your turn. Pick something complicated from your job. Say, think of it like, and finish the sentence. Now, negotiating deadlines. This one needs real confidence.
Sometimes I just have to say, I don't think we can meet this deadline.
That softens a hard no without losing the message. Let's practice it. I don't think we can meet this deadline. I don't think we can meet this deadline. And the follow-up?
Could we extend the deadline by a week? A question, not a demand.
Could we? Turns an order into a request, even when you're the one with the power in the room. One more time. Could we extend the deadline by a week? Could we extend the deadline by a week? Let's finish with something warmer. Career growth conversations.
I usually open with, I'd like to talk about my career growth.
Worth having ready for that one real conversation a year. Say it with me. I'd like to talk about my career growth. I'd like to talk about my career growth. Your turn. Say out loud, I'd like to talk about, and finish with something real from your own work or studies. Funny enough, we already used a word for this earlier today. Blocker. Remember that one?
In a career talk, it becomes, I want to mention a blocker in my growth. I need more mentorship.
Same word. Brand new situation. Once you know what a phrase really means, you can take it anywhere. That's it for today. A real conversation, and about a dozen phrases we actually locked in together.
Not 100 half-remembered ones.
Save this episode. Listen to it again tomorrow before jumping to a new one.
See you next time.